This is the only strategy that you will need to become profitable trading synthetics on Weltrade. Okay guys, I'm on my Weltrade account over here, and the only thing that you need to do after making sure that your account is open and you've done all your registration work is to actually click on the web terminal button here on the left. Obviously you need to deposit if you want to trade, but you can also trade on a demo account if you want to test them out first. So I'm on the real MT5 account, and after you've logged in with that, you'll have access to the trading view chart on Weltrade, which is insane. You can actually do your full analysis on here. So I'm currently on, I think it's on gain 800. So I'm on gain 800 and pain 800. This is like boom and crash on the Riv. So we're going to go through a strategy that works so well, you'll never want to trade anything else ever again. Okay, I'm currently on the 1 hour. I prefer starting off on the 4 hour, 1 hour, and sometimes the 15 minutes, but the 1 hour and the 4 minute, the 1 hour and the 4 hour is just such a clean way to look at the charts. So step number 1 is going to be to identify my structure, okay? And as you can see with the structure here on gain 800 is we are going downwards. We are making lower lows. So we actually moving into a bearish market, or we are in a bearish market. And how to identify this is by, just marking out a major low like this one, waiting for it to break to the downside, like you can see over here, which is indicating a break to the downside. Well, we are moving into a bearish movement. So when you make gain, or you push the chart together like this on gain, you'll see that we've been consolidating, but we then broke this major support over here, which indicates we are going into a bearish market. So now that your mind is like, okay, I'm in a bearish market, I need to look for sells. Okay, you now know, okay, we bearish. Where is going to be my next sell area? So what you do then is we are going to wait for this pair to start moving up again, where we then will pull out our Fibonacci tool. So this is this button here on the left, Fibonacci tool over there. You then take it from the top to the bottom of that move, and you then look at your chart and ask yourself, okay, what is my major points of interest? What is my major turnaround areas on a Fibonacci according to the mathematical standards of a Fibonacci? Okay, don't have to stress too much about that. Basically, you look for a point of interest. You're going to look for an order block or a fair value gap in a certain area. Okay, with regards to this, we are going to look for it in the 50 to 78 area. So now we blocked it off, we take our fib, we delete it, and now you look in that block and you're like, okay, what is my sell area here? I want to identify a fair value gap and an order block in that area. And right here on the left, you can see an order block there. If you want to know more about what an order block is and how to trade order blocks, please go to my YouTube channel and watch what an order block is and how to spot one. Okay. There's also one about how to spot and what is a fair value gap. Okay. But basically, an order block is an opposite candle in a trend. It's an opposite area where there's liquidity to grab in a trend. So this trend is downwards. Okay. Let's see if I can find an arrow tool here. This trend is downwards. So what is the opposite spike to the upside in this trend? What is the last opposite spike before going further down? And that's this green area over here. Yes, there's other ones here, but we are looking for that one between the 50 and the 78 zone with a fair value gap below it, okay? So if you look at this, all these red candles together, you can see that's a pure movement down, but there's been no retest upwards yet. There's no liquidity grab here, except when it happened over here, obviously, but there's no liquidity grab to the upside yet. So that is our fair value gap there. Okay, so there you go, an order block plus a fair value gap together in that fib zone is where we're going to try and wait for that sell. So now that you have this area, we are going to wait for the the pair to move back into that order block area. And then people are like, okay, but 100, do we sell now when it hits that order block? You can sell. Okay. Let's quickly find this tool here. Let's just find that long and short tool. I don't find the long and short tool currently now. But let's say, for example, you sell now just by it tapping there. You can put your stop loss there, just above that order block. And your TP1 could be this low over here. Okay, that would be your TP1. So if you drop like 3 or 4 trades, TP1. And then if you leave your fib in, like that, your TP2 can be the bottom of this Fibonacci over here. Okay. There's also a fair value gap here. There's also an order block here. You can also make that your TPs. You want to make areas of interest your TPs, like liquidity zones, fair value gaps, order blocks, major lows, support resistances. Those will be your take profit zones. It varies from trader to trader, so that's totally up to you. But anyway, if you want to get a more sniper entry, you need to go down into the 5-minute in this area. So when it comes into this block, touches it, you then need to immediately go to your 5-minute chart. Let's go to the 5-minute. Let's make it clear. And now you need to do the same process again, what we just did. I know it's tedious, but this is how you get your trading to that next level and trying to become as financially free as what you can. So what you do is you take it from the top to the bottom again. You wait once again for it to come between the 50 and the 78 zone. And there is your order block there. Okay. And that is where you will then place your sell trades with your stop loss above this area where it tapped into the big order block on the 1 hour. So you'll have your stop loss there, you'll have your entry here, and as you can see, the pair moved a little bit, you know, kind of what it usually does on a smaller time frame. It tries to freak you out, it tries to grab stop losses. All good, you know what you're doing. You're leaving your stop loss there, and eventually it fell down, hitting so far, I think, your TP1 and going into a very, very profitable trade. Okay, let's quickly look at the opposite one. We are now currently on gain 800. We're going to go to pain 800. So the same here. I'm not going to go into so much depth with this one. Just going to make the chart nice and clear. So you can see we broke the high here, indicating we are in a bullish move. So we broke this high on the left here. Let's just put in that line for clarity's sake. We broke that high, indicating we are in a bullish move. So now we're going to take the Fibonacci again from the bottom of this move, the bottom of the start of this move, to the top of this move over there. Okay. Now we're going to look for an order block or a fair value gap or both together. Usually both together is so much more, it's so much stronger than not having just one. And yeah, you can see that. Let's just block this out. We're going to delete that. Okay, well, in my opinion, we currently have these two order blocks here. So this one will probably be the most obvious one to choose. And there you will see your point of interest for where you must go down to the 5-minute to catch this trade. So now that we have this area, we'll go down to the 5-minute. Okay. So what we're now waiting for is again a break of structure to the upside. So we see we are still bearish going into this order block, bearish, bearish, bearish. Then all of a sudden we get this move to the upside, breaking this high over here. Let's just take it away to make it clear. We've got this high being broken over here, indicating we are on the lower time frames also going into a bullish movement. So now we know, okay, higher time frame says bullish, lower time frame now says bullish as well. Let's put in that fib again from the bottom to the top over there, and we identify our order block between the 50 and the 78 zone. Boom, there we go. There is your order block, and there you can see a perfect entry to the upside for your buy on this pair with your stop loss just below this low over here. to give it a little bit of breathing room, but you can see how it perfectly retested into that order block and now moving up into profit. So guys, that is how you trade your Weltrade Synthetics account. There's no other way that is more simple and more profitable than this way, trading your Weltrade account. So guys, if you're interested, open your Weltrade account below. But not only that, we also have a free indicator that we've built to help you identify order blocks and fair value gaps. So for example here, it is for the RIV, it's for Blueberry funded, and it is for Weltrade. It works on any of those synthetic markets. So if you want to join the group down below in the description so that you guys can get access to this indicator, follow the steps to get free access to this indicator. And you can see like these green blocks are the bullish order blocks, and this red blocks, they are the bearish order blocks. And it also shows you fair value gaps, as you can see over here with these shades, as you can see here. So it helps you to identify these things if you are struggling with that, so you can then see these order blocks and fair value gaps more clearly. So guys, I really hope this video helped you guys to trade more properly on Weltrade. And if you don't want to trade on the RIV, you can use Weltrade. If you don't want to trade on Weltrade, you can go on the RIV. If you want to be a funded trader, go on to Blueberry Funded and purchase yourself a prop firm account over there for synthetics and use code HUNRE for 20% off. Also in the description if I'm confusing you. So guys, if you want to up your synthetics game, just hit the subscribe button. I'm going to post a lot more synthetics analysis content for free, and you can get your free indicator. So yeah, hope to see you guys in the next video, and I want to see you in my group and ask questions and join an amazing synthetic trading community. I'll check you there.